What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you a new topic I was considering doing. Just something I thought of randomly. Not necessarily going to be a full-on series. I'm probably going to put it as something as like the first video for this series as an idea, which is basically something referred to as gaming stories. So, what does that mean? So, this is something that I was considering doing like just recently, and I just thought about it. But at the same time, I was thinking about. At the same time, when I think back, I think I have had this in mind. I just wasn't sure when I wanted to do this. And this is something, as I said, gaming stories. So you may be wondering, what does that mean? So you may think, oh, does that imply it's going to be gaming? Like what's the story for a certain video game? No, it's going to be more so about like personal stories in regard to gaming. And personally, if you guys have your own stories, I would love to hear your own stories about gaming as well. But for this one, it's going to be talking about what was my first console and how did I get it, and just a little bit of a discussion about like what like when and like how and what games was I playing at a young age or whatever, and all that. So I might as well tell you guys what my first console was. So as a little kid, probably at the age of like 2 or 3, my first console, I'd have to say, was a Game Boy. So my first console that I ever got was a Game Boy. As a little kid, I had this we had family friends. I was like in preschool, as you may have guessed, and this family friend, he had a Game Boy, and he, I guess, wasn't really interested in using it or just didn't really care about it, and he decided, I'll give it to you. So I ended up getting it. He also gave me like 3 different games with it. 2 of them I can remember. The third one I really can't remember right now. But the games that I do remember were Pokemon Yellow and Excite Bike. So you might be thinking to yourself, okay, so you those are the first 2 games you ever got. Yeah, so as a little kid, I definitely played those games a little bit. Sadly for me, I never I've moved houses like 2 or 3 times in my life, and because of that, the first time I moved, I ended up losing the whole entire Game Boy and the cartridges, and I left them somewhere. And for all I know, they might be in a box somewhere. I just don't know. I personally wish I knew. I just never found out where they went, and it always saddens me a little bit to think about that, because I'm a big I love gaming, and the fact that I used to have those kind of games, like I would love to go back and play Pokemon Yellow. I don't have it anymore. I don't have the Game Boy anymore. But it's a sad story about. It's a sad story for me, because it's just something that I always think back to, because I've been a gamer since like, obviously preschool, and I mean I've been playing games probably since like I was like 2 or 3, and easily, and I still remember playing other games like on the N64 back then, and some other games as well. So as you may have guessed, I am younger. As you may have guessed, I'm not like a full grown adult, but I'm definitely not like someone who's like a 2-year-old or a 10-year-old. I'm much older than that. If you guys are curious, eventually I will discuss that. A little bit of my background and some other stuff. That will be probably several, like probably around like the year anniversary of our channel, since our channel is right now about like 6 months old. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about that. I know it's a shorter video. It's not really much to talk about. It was just more or less on me giving a background on like what was my first console, what were my first games that I got for that console, and just overall talking about that. There's not much else to that story. I remember playing them a little bit here and there. I remember being confused when I played Pokemon Yellow, because I was like 2 or 3. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I see this like figure here. I didn't even know what Pokemon really was at that point, because Pokemon I started watching a little bit later than that, and I really hadn't like gotten into the game. I really didn't know what I was like. I still remember like I barely knew what I was playing. Like I was just playing a game. I was walking around the whole time. I seriously don't remember that much, but I know I had Pokemon Yellow because I still remember Pikachu. So anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave your comments below. Also, put in the comments below what other story, like, what was your first console, and what games did you get? Maybe like a story about that. Also suggest other stories you guys may want me to do. I might just make some up on my own, but if you guys like are interested in like what was your first home console, what was your first first time playing online, what was your first, something unique, something that just random and interesting, and just something that you guys want me to discuss about, because I'll definitely do some more gaming stories, because I think that this is a nice concept, just something a little bit sweeter and simpler, and just something a little bit more lighter. And if you're a gamer, it's definitely something to always like think back about, like, what was your first console, what was your first experience with gaming, because I mean, for several of us, we've been playing games since we were little kids, and I mean, it's crazy to think back that, like, oh my god, I used to play that game when I was that age, and I still play it sometimes, or certain games I haven't played, and it's crazy for me. So anyway, guys, leave your comments, put in what kind of ideas you want me to do, and also like maybe your own stories, and check out all the other videos on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that will be, and goodbye.